Welcome for yoga to awaken intuition, the energy of the third eye, but right between the eyebrows, connected with our sense, our sixth sense, intuition and insight. Often as we close our eyes, it is the inward gaze. And this energy is sometimes referred to as your inner guru, but again, your insight. So we're going to begin tonight with a way of activating the vision that is not just your eyes. So you should be able to see the candle flame. And so in a comfortable seat, so make sure you're comfortable for this, set your gaze on the candle. This is a method of activating the sixth sense called tantrika. So as you stare at the flame, just let everything else fall away. Being aware of your breathing. Just intently watching the flame. Any movement it makes. Considering not just your sight, but your insight, the wisdom that allows you to know and not know how you know. And now gently close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, that imprint of the candle flame still present in your vision. Bring one hand to your chest and one to your belly. Beginning to tune into your breath, deepening the breath, still seeing the vision, the ghost of the candle, letting that be a representation of your sixth sense, your wisdom, your insight. And now with your next few breaths, begin to formulate an intention. It could be something connected to wisdom or surrender or expansion. It's whatever seems to bubble up. Once you have an intention, a focus in mind, take your hand from your belly up to your chest. We will join our voices in the seed sound of Om. Deep inhale. And now gently open your eyes And roll forward onto hands and knees. So this is where you will probably want a blanket under your knees to adjust the. Moving on to hands and knees. Again, always making sure you're positioning your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. With an inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin, arch your back. And exhale, round in. I invite you to close your eyes here. This is a common movement that we make. Going deeper into your inner vision. Making sure, inhale as you arch. And exhale as you round, squeezing the last little bit of air. And after your next exhale, come back into a neutral table. Curl your toes behind you. Press into your toes and into the heels of your hand at the same time as you lift up. Coming into first a bent knee down dog, and just pedaling out your feet, warming up your calf muscles. Coming into an inversion. So one of the ways we activate the energy of the third eye or the brow is when we invert. And now press into both heels. Shift your weight into your right leg. Inhale, left leg up with a bent knee. So that bent knee is hopefully bringing some more stretch into your hamstring on the right side. And now turn your knee out to the left and kind of twist, looking under your elbow. And now drop your knee, drop your left foot, drop your knees, and come to a knee standing position. So anytime we come into a wrist, where we have pressure on our wrist, we want to give a chance to bring release. So just bringing each of your hands out in front of you, pull fingers back. And then maybe a little rotation of your wrists. And again, coming back down, press into your toes and the heels of your hands, lifting up again, shift your weight into your left leg. Inhale, right leg with a bent knee. So that bent knee hopefully is stretching or isolating just the left leg. And then turn the right knee out to the right and look under the right elbow. It's opening your hip. 3 breaths. And now turn the right knee back to the middle and then drop to the right knee. Drop to the left. Come up into a knee standing position. Hands to your hips. Step your right foot forward and then shift into the left hip and then roll back. This again, you can close your eyes. This is a very familiar move. And then the next time you come back onto your left knee, bring the right knee to join the left and step the left foot forward. Same thing on the other side. Again, close your eyes. As we tune in to the energy of the brow, we are tapping into our trust of our own intuition. And now the next time you come back onto the right knee, bring the left knee to join the right. Bring your hands into a triangle or a diamond. Set your forearms and your little diamond down onto the mat. And once you have it there, really firm in your forearms, curl your toes and lift your bottom up, coming into, again, an inversion. This is called dolphin pose. And so any sensations, just tune in to any sensations you're feeling. You can pedal out your heels again. Get a few breaths here. Introducing a few affirmations. My inner wisdom guides me. I choose to listen to my inner guidance. And now bend your knees, drop your knees to the floor. And again, staying in your forearms, take your left foot out and then your right foot out. And now lower your pelvis. And so immediately there is effort. And so as you feel the effort, put your gaze right in that little diamond and trust in your own strength. Trust in your own power. 3 more deep breaths. Core strengthening here. And now with an inhale, lift your bottom up. Left knee down, right knee down. And then shift your weight back into child's pose. Bring your forehead to the mat. So you're actually bringing your brow to the mat. And just take a few breaths. With an inhale, shift your weight forward. Curl your toes. Press into your toes, into the heels of your hands, coming back up into down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot through wherever your right foot lands, and then bring yourself upright. Coming into warrior pose, and it's okay if you lose your balance. And as you sink into warrior, this is a very familiar pose. So bringing your arms alongside you, close your eyes or soften your gaze as you inhale your arms overhead. And then as you just sink a little bit deeper. And here we're not going to use a lot of motion because if your eyes are closed, that makes it much more difficult, unless of course you want to introduce movement. Just a few breaths, tuning into your inner vision with eyes closed. Exhale, hands to your hips, drop your back heel. Again, seeing if you can close your eyes with this and align the back arch with the front heel. Inhale, arms to shoulder level. Exhale, sink and turn your head to gaze over your front fingertips, or if your eyes are closed, the inner gaze is over your front fingertips. I am wise. I trust my intuition. Drop the left hand. Again, try to keep your eyes closed. Turn your right palm up towards the ceiling and then exalt your warrior. Again, if your eyes are closed, that inward gaze, your inner vision, your intuition, looking up over the top hand. And now, with eyes closed if you can, take your forearm, your right forearm to your right knee. Cartwheel the left hand all the way over, coming into side angles. Stretch. Again, thinking of your intuition, my life is purposeful. I am wise. And now with an exhale, send that left hand down, and as you do, let the right toes turn to the long side of the mat, and then take your whole torso down, little micro bend in your knees, coming into Pasarita Padottanasana, wide angle forward fold, another inversion. Again, inverted poses put us in the energy of the third eye, that inward gaze. And now, taking your hands to your knees, bend your knees as you come upright. Again, if you try to do it with closed eyes, you are working with your proprioception. That is your ability to know where you are physically without using your vision. And then turn your left toes to the short side of the mat. Inhale, arms to shoulder level. And then exhale, bend your forward knee, turn your head and your gaze out over your front fingertips. Again, if your eyes are open, see if you can close your eyes. And now take the right hand, drop the right hand to your right thigh, turn your left palm up to the ceiling, and exalt your warrior, again trying to make the move without opening your eyes. Trust your intuition. Bending your left forearm so that it comes down to your left knee. Cartwheel the right hand up and over, coming into a side angle stretch. And then drop that right hand all the way down to the mat. Drop the left hand, pivot on the right foot. Send the left foot back to the right foot. And then drop to your forearms. And your hands can be together like they were before. Coming again into a dolphin pose. And this time walk your hands towards, your feet towards your hand and put your forehead on the mat. And find a couple of breaths here. See if you can find the ease somewhere in this effort. If you need to, you can drop to your knees if it's too much. Or trust in the strength, your physical strength, and your intuition. And now with an exhale, drop your knees. Shift your hips back over your legs, coming into child's pose. 3 breaths. Inhale, lift up. Sit your hands on the mat. Curl your toes. And with an inhale, lift up, coming into down dog. Down dog being very much a inversion pose. Third eye activating. With an inhale, lift the left leg, coming into a vertical split. Press out through the heel of the left foot. Step the left foot through and then come up into your warrior stance. If you wobble, that's okay. And then bring your hands to your hips, sink into your forward knee. Drop your hands, get your firm foundation. And again, try to close your eyes as you inhale, arms overhead. And then as you sink into your warrior. Again, since our eyes are closed, not adding a whole lot of movement. Just trusting in the strength of your own insight. Ajna, the name for this energy, means perception, perceive, or command. And now with an exhale, drop your hands to your hips. Drop your back heel if you can do it with your eyes closed. Do it. Align the front heel with the back arch and then straighten your forward knee. Inhale, arms to shoulder level. Exhale, shift. As you reach with the left hand, drop the left hand towards your left leg Stack the right shoulder over the left. Into triangle pose. Again, trying to close your eyes. If you activate proprioceptive cognition here, just imagine what you look like. See, like you're across the room and you can see yourself. And now with an inhale, using the left arm to lift you up. Bend the forward knee, drop the back hand, lift the left. Again, see if you can do it. You can bend the forward knee without looking. And now straighten the forward knee. Bring arms back to shoulder level. Reach, reach, reach with the left. Drop the left hand, open palms, stack your shoulders. With an inhale, lift with your left hand. Drop your hands to your hips as you turn the left toes to the wide side of the mat. Inhale, arms to shoulder level. See if you can close your eyes as you put a little micro bend in your knees and fold forward first to parallel. So as your body is parallel to the floor, just imagine if there were a string from your brow, it would hit the floor. And now take your hands, sweep your hands behind you to your low back. And as you squeeze your shoulder blades together, lower the crown of the head towards the floor, a little micro bend in your knees, coming into a wide angle forward fold without your arms dangling. So you've got just your head. And tune into your breath. Tune into any sensations. I trust my own perception. I let my insight lead me. And now slide your hands down to your knees, bend your knees, and slowly come upright, hands to your hips. Again, if you can have your eyes closed, have your eyes closed. Turn the right toes to the short side of the mat. Left foot stays where it is, so you got a heel arch alignment. Inhale, arms to shoulder level. Right knee is straight as you reach, 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 reach with your right arm, and then drop your right arm. Open palm, stack the left shoulder over the right. And again, try to close your eyes and imagine what you look like. Proprioception, the ability to see without your vision. It is like the light in the darkness. With an inhale, using the right arm to lift you up, drop the back hand, bend the forward knee, lift the right hand, coming into an exalted warrior. With an inhale, straighten the forward knee, shift your arms back to shoulder level, reach, reach, reach with the right arm. Drop the right arm, open palm, stack the left shoulder over the right. Again, in, our triangle pose. Close your eyes. Connect with your inner divinity, that spiritual part of yourself that is able to perceive and connect with the spiritual part of the world. With an inhale, use your right hand to lift you back up. Drop your hands to your hips. Turn your right toes to the long side of the mat. Inhale, arms all the way over. With an exhale, little micro bend in your knees as you just swoop all the way down. Letting your hands either rest on the floor or grabbing your arms at the elbow level and letting gravity pull you towards the earth. Drop your hands and bring them to your knees. Bend your knees and come back upright. Hands to your hips as you heel and toe your feet together. Into feet at hip width apart. Drop your hands by your sides. With an inhale, bring your hands to shoulder level. Shift your weight into your left leg. Inhale, right knee up and over and across the left leg. And here the left leg needs to have a little bend in it. That you have some cushion and the right toes can rest on the floor. And now take the right arm under the left arm over. Drop your hands to your shoulders first. And then bring the backs of your arms together and your thumbs to your brow. And once you find your Garudasana, see if you can either close your eyes or put that gaze right at your wrists. And then find your breath. Squeeze into the midline. Here, the midline could be like your alignment with your authentic, true self. I live in alignment with my authentic self. Now with an inhale, lift your arms. Bring your eagle wings out as you lift your right leg. Drop your right foot, one hand to chest and belly. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Just notice any shifts in energy, changes in perception, or command of your perception. Now bring your hands to your hips again. Shift your weight into the right leg. Inhale, left knee up and over, across the right. Drop your toes and bend the right knee, giving some cushion and support. Inhale, arms to shoulder level. Exhale, left comes under this time, right over. Drop your hands first to your shoulders. And then the backs of your arms together. And then your thumbs to rest right between your eyebrows, your gaze to your wrists. Squeezing in, aligning to your true self. Just as we seek to understand and learn from our life experiences. And now with an inhale, lift up and out with your eagle wings. Lift your left leg, drop your left foot, one hand to chest and belly. And just a moment to integrate both right and left sides. Drop your hands to your hips, heel and toe your feet to mat width apart. Bring hands to heart center and then begin to sink down towards the floor as you get close. One hand in front and back and come to rest on your sit bones. Bringing your arms to the insides of your thighs and your hands around your ankles. As you have it snuggled up this way, pull back and roll onto those sit bones into a balanced pose that you can close your eyes in. So as you find your lotus pose, your flowering, your balancing lotus flower, you can send your hands out and your feet dorsal flexed, just as though you were a blooming lotus flower coming up through the mud to be this beautiful vision of your life's purpose. Here you can definitely close your eyes. And if you trust yourself enough, see if you can start a gentle rock. Just a gentle rock in your sit bones. Nothing dramatic. If you trust it, tuning into that inner wisdom, the experience of your life that has led to greater trust in yourself and in your own inner wisdom. And now with an exhale, lower your legs and hands. Bring your hands to your shins. And a little release of the low back as you inhale, pull chest and belly forward. Lift, but tuck your chin. Mindful of your neck. And then release. 2 more times just like that. Inhale, lift, and pull. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. Now bring your legs straight out in front of you in what is called Dandasana, And if that's not particularly comfortable, you can have a knee bent. It's whatever you need to be able to sit still for a couple of more, a round of breathing. And so one breath that is activating to the brow, because you put your fingers, your index finger and your middle finger on your brow. And then you bring your ring finger to one nostril and your thumb to the opposite nostril. So taking either your right hand or left, this is what is called alternate nostril breathing, or nadi shodhana. And the purpose of nadi shodhana is balancing the right and left hemispheres of the brain. And so one of the things it does is it calms the central nervous system. So take your right or left hand, the index and middle finger to your forehead, ring finger to your left nostril. Well, it depends on what. So so I'm using my left hand. So stop up your left nostril. Inhale through the right, and at the top of the inhale, hold. Stop the right nostril, let the left go, and exhale through the left. Inhale back through the left. Stop the left nostril, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Stop up the right and exhale left. And again, inhale through the left. Stop the left and exhale through the right. And now continue to the rhythm of your own breath for 4 more rounds. That's 2 times on either side, ending on the right. And once you exhale through the right, you can drop your hand and just take a moment to notice any shifts in energy. And now take your left leg to the inner thigh of your right leg. Right leg is out in front of you. Pull your right toes back in a dorsal flex. And then gently pull forward. And here you can drop your forehead towards your knee. This is often called head to knee pose. But if your head doesn't go all the way to your knee, then just point it in that direction. Janu Sirsasana is what this is called. Janu Sirsasana. Head to knee pose. 2 more breaths. And with an inhale, lift up. And shift so that your left leg comes out, right leg up into your inner thigh. And with an inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold over the left leg. And once you've folded to where you can fold without rounding your back, drop your forehead towards your leg and find your breath. Inhale, lift up. Extend your right leg out and then come all the way down onto your back. Once you are down on your back, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a baby rock back and forth. And then holding just the right knee, send the left knee back or left leg straight out. Holding just the right knee, inhale, left up and back down. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, left comes down. Send the right straight and the left knee into the chest. And continue with the right leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. A total of 4 lifts and lowers with the breath. And then both knees into your chest. And then drop your feet back to the mat. Lift up in your elbows so that you tuck your shoulder blades under. Bring your arms alongside you, and with an inhale, and here you can close your eyes. This is very familiar. Flatten your back, and then continue your inhale as you lift your hips. At the top of the lift, squeeze your knees in towards one another. See if you get a little bit higher lift. You can swallow a few times here. And then with an exhale, lower your hips all the way down. And once your low back hits the mat, let everything relax for a breath. And then inhale your arms all the way up and over behind you. Make adjustments if you either don't have room or there's something in the way. Arms extended out behind you. With an inhale, flatten your low back. And then continue your inhale as you lift your hips up to the ceiling. Arms are extended behind you, so as you lift, see if you press into your shoulders a little bit. At the top of the lift, squeeze your knees together. Tighten your glutes and find your breath. Again, swallow. Your eyes are closed. Find the inner gaze. And now, keeping your arms exactly where they are, with an exhale, bring your hips all the way down. And once your low back hits the mat, let your body go into ease. Bring your hands together in Anjali Mudra or prayer position, and then bring your prayer hands to rest, the thumbs to rest right between your eyebrows. Just taking a few moments here. I trust my intuition. I am wise. I learn from my experiences. And now take your arms alongside you, actually out at about a 45-degree angle. Bring your right leg over your left. Drop your knees to the left, head to the right. Into a spinal twist. Here is definitely an invitation to close your eyes. Inhale, head and legs back to center. Uncross. And then take left over right. Drop your legs to the right, head to the left. Inhale, head and legs back to center. And uncross, and then ease yourself into your relaxation pose. Making any adjustments for comfort. Something underneath your knees. Something over your belly. Something over your eyes. Whatever you need to come into stillness, whatever it takes to bring complete stillness to your body. That stillness being a signal to tune in to your inner gaze. So as you settle in, quick scan from the heels of your feet, coming all the way up both legs to your bottom. Up your back and your arms. shoulders. And bringing your awareness to the back of your head. And coming to rest with your inner gaze right at the brow, focusing on your breath, drifting away. Every breath, expanding and deepening. begin to deepen your breath. Slowly coming back into your body. Introduce movement into your fingers and toes. And up into your wrists and ankles. And all the way up into your neck and shoulders as you move your head slowly from side to side. And if it would feel good, hugging your knees into your chest. And then stretching your arms and legs in any way that would feel good as you move yourself over to your right side or left. Coming to rest at the verge, the threshold to experience. That is the experience of yoga on the mat, and then the wisdom that we carry with us off the mat. So pausing here for a few moments of gratitude directed towards the experience of yoga, of breath and movement, of what we can do to make our bodies feel better. And then shifting that gratitude to our own inner wisdom. It is said of the energy of the brow or the third eye that it is our ability to drive with both side mirrors and rear view mirror. That is having the wisdom from our experiences of the past and everything on the periphery going on in our lives that help us drive forward. And now, as you are ready, bring yourself up to seated. So bringing your hands to heart center. Here, bowing your head to your heart to your head, acknowledging that compassion and wisdom unite. And now bringing your head back upright, let's join our voices and our light together in the sound of Om. Deep inhale. Namaste.